It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I've always wanted to celebrate Christmas with someone like you. I wish we could celebrate at Restoration too, but we can't. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we can't be together, we might as well stay and celebrate Christmas, celebrate Christmas, celebrate Christmas together. Hi friends, how are you? I've missed you. It's been a really long time since we've seen each other. I mean, some of us have seen each other like this, right? And some of us have seen each other on Zoom calls. Anyway, it's Christmas. And normally we would be together at Restoration and having a blast. But today we're going to do a different kind of special thing together. We're going to talk about all the different ways to worship, how we see the story, how we hear the story, how we maybe even dress up and sing the story. Anyway, I have lots to show you. Come on, let's take a look. Wow, do you see all these things? I grabbed some of my favorites. Sometimes I like to worship by dressing up. Maybe some angel wings. Or I took an old sheet. Look at this. It becomes a headdress and I can be like Mary. Or oh, look at this. Here's a halo. In case the wings weren't enough, here's a halo. That works too. And look at this. I found some brown cloth. And I'm gonna be a shepherd. Let's see, how can I do this? Oh, look at that. And put this around my head. Do I look like a shepherd? Yeah, all right. Maybe you have a favorite costume too. A way that you like to dress up to tell the story. I think dressing up can be kind of fun. And here's something special. This is a card that Miss Abigail sent me. Let me read it to you. Dear Miss Louise,
down in the hay, hidden away, under the manger where the wee baby lay, there were 2 pairs of ears, 2 pairs of eyes, 2 sets of whiskers on 2 tiny mice, who were watching and listening and nibbling on corn on that miracle morning, miracle morn. Up in her nest, sweetly at rest, 6 speckled eggs tucked in under her breast. There was one mother bird cooing a song, while the beautiful mother below sang along. They were loving their babies and keeping them warm on that miracle morning, miracle morn.
oh, thank you, Miss Abigail. This is so sweet. I love it. And I love this picture. It reminds me of the story, right? The story of Jesus' birth. My friend Miss Carolyn loves to paint, and she's painted the story of Jesus and the night that he was born. I can't wait for you to see it. And she's going to show us how she did it. She's going to tell us why she did it. She's going to tell us all sorts of things that were stirring in her heart as she painted. I wonder what you'll learn from her, and I wonder how you'll see the story differently because of how she guides us through it. Let's go see Miss Carolyn. good to
It's so good to see you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. Come on in. I'm so glad you've come to see my studio. I love showing people my studio.
Miss Carolyn, thank you so much for inviting us to your studio. It's beautiful. I look around, I see all the things you've created, and it reminds me, like, there's a story behind every painting, isn't there?
Absolutely. And I am able to create these stories and make these stories because I am made in the image of a creator God.
Amen.
And it gives me such incredible joy to do what he created me to do. And the other thing that's really fun is that I know it gives him great joy when I am imitating him and creating. And so to paint for me and to draw just gives me so much pleasure.
Well, is there anything that you've been working on? You kind of, well, you gave me a hint about a story that you've been telling. It's a story, guys, that we have been sharing today.
Yes.
In lots of different ways.
Yes.
I want to see how you've told the story.
Okay.
Would you be willing to show us what you've been working on?
I would love to. I would love to. It's something I've been really thinking about a lot.
Yeah.
So I started with some sketches. Can I show you my sketchbook?
I'd love to see that.
Here it is.
I've never really thought about the process that you have to go through.
Oh yes, because this is a big painting. You'll see. So I had to start and think about how I was going to do it. And I started with just a little sketch like this. Just with some pencils and very, very rough to give me some ideas. But I didn't really, I made some comments down at the bottom. I thought that there were some problems with this. So, and then I thought, you know, I need to make sure I know how to draw a baby because I look at babies a lot, but I needed to be able to draw one. And then I went back and I thought some more about how I wanted to place the figures in this painting on the actual canvas that I was painting. And I made another note to myself here. It says, hands, holding, powerful. So right from the very beginning, the idea of the hands was really important to me. And you'll see later how that turned out. And then because of that issue of hands holding, I had to think a lot about how do human hands hold human babies?
Wow.
Because the thing is this, I was painting a picture that was in my head, but I didn't have anything in front of me to go by. Everything came out of my head.
That's amazing.
By God's inspiration.
Carolyn, those sketches, they're just beautiful. But is it time? Can we see the finished painting? The story that you've told through paint on canvas?
I'm so excited to show you. Yes.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
So excited
Okay.
to. Yes. Here we go.
Oh, this is going to be great.
It's big, and it fits right in front of this desk.
Oh,
Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready. Oh, here it
Here we
goes.
go.
I see the star. Oh, Miss Carolyn. It's beautiful. It's
I
incredible.
wanted to make sure that these hands that are holding him are also holding Mary, so that there was a great feeling of protection and love and kindness, because that's really what this is about, is God's loving kindness to us. So I so wanted that feeling of God's loving kindness. And then we have a little bird up here.
I love how the bird is watching Mary and Joseph and Jesus.
Yes. And we have the shepherd and some sheep.
Oh, that's amazing.
And I have some ideas about why this particular sheep is very eager to come in.
Yes. What
But
are
maybe
your...
other people might have some ideas about that. And then we have lots of people out in the background, because remember, it was so crowded that they couldn't find a place to stay.
That's right.
So they just found this little nook where they could be alone, where they could be private. But it's not a very clean little nook, because it's where the donkey lives. And the donkey is probably kind of wondering, why they're putting a baby in his dinner.
I wouldn't think about that, but yes, I like how you see that. That's fun.
Yeah.
So much good stuff in this story. So much beautiful things, so many beautiful things in your picture of the story, Miss Carolyn.
Thank you.
I think I could stand here all day and look at this. Wasn't Miss Carolyn's artwork amazing? I wonder about all the things you saw as she was guiding us through how to look at the painting as we thought about the story. Incredible, incredible. I love it. I want to read you the story. I mean, we've been telling the story, we've been acting it out and singing it, but I want to read it to you. And I found this beautiful illustrated version of it. It's called The Story of Christmas, and the illustrations are by Jane Ray, but the words are from the Bible. I wonder what you'll notice in these pictures, and I wonder what you'll have learned about looking at pictures that Miss Carolyn just taught us. Let's take a look and a listen. The Story of Christmas, from the Gospels of Matthew and Luke. This book is illustrated by Jane Ray. In the days of Herod, the king of Judea, there was a girl named Mary who was engaged to a man named Joseph. An angel of the Lord, Gabriel, was sent by God to speak to Mary. He said, "The Lord has blessed you in a special way, Mary. He is with you. Do not be afraid. God is very pleased with you. You will become pregnant and give birth to a son. You must call him Jesus. He will be great and will be called the Son of the Most High God. He will rule forever over his people. His kingdom will never end." And Mary said, "I serve the Lord. May it happen to me just as you said it would." And then the angel left her. In those days, Caesar Augustus made a law. It required that a list be made of everyone in the whole Roman world. Everyone went to their own town to be listed. So Joseph went also with Mary, who was engaged to him. She was expecting a baby. While Joseph and Mary were there in the town of Bethlehem, the time came for the child to be born. She gave birth to her first baby, a boy. She wrapped him in large strips of cloth. Then she placed him in a manger. That's because there was no guest room at the inn where they could stay. There were shepherds living out in the fields nearby. It was night, and they were taking care of their sheep. An angel of the Lord appeared to them, and the glory of the Lord shone around them. They were terrified, but the angel said to them, "Do not be afraid. I bring you good news. It will bring great joy for all the people. Today, in the town of David, a Savior has been born to you. He is the Messiah, the Lord. Here is how you will know I'm telling you the truth. You will find a baby wrapped in strips of cloth and lying in a manger." Suddenly, a large group of angels from heaven also appeared. They were praising God. They said, "Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men." The angels left and went into heaven. Then the shepherds said to one another, "Let's go to Bethlehem. Let's see this thing that has happened, which the Lord has told us about." So they hurried off and found Mary and Joseph and the baby. The baby was lying in the manger. After the shepherds had seen him, they told everyone. They reported what the angel had said about this child. All who heard it were amazed at what the shepherds said to them. But Mary treasured all of these things in her heart. Now, after Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea, in the days when Herod was king, wise men from the east came to Jerusalem, saying, "Where is the child who has been born to be King of the Jews? We saw his star when it rose. Now we have come to worship him." When Herod the king heard about it, he was very upset. Everyone in Jerusalem was troubled too. Herod secretly called for the wise men. He found out from them exactly when the star had appeared. He sent them to Bethlehem, saying, "Go and search carefully for the child. As soon as you find him, report it to me. Then I can go and worship him too." After the wise men had listened to the king, they went on their way. The star they had seen when it rose went ahead of them. It finally stopped over the place where the child was. When they saw the star, they were filled with joy. The wise men went into the house. There they saw the child with his mother Mary. They bowed down and worshipped him. Then they opened their treasures. They gave him gold, frankincense, and myrrh. But God warned them in a dream not to go back to Herod. So they returned to their country on a different road. And behold, the angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream, saying, "Get up, take the child and his mother and escape to Egypt. Stay there until I tell you to come back. Herod is going to search for the child. He wants to kill him." So Joseph got up in the middle of the night and left for Egypt with the child and his mother Mary. They stayed there until King Herod died, and then Joseph took Jesus and his mother Mary and left Egypt and returned to Israel. And the child grew and became strong. He was very wise, and God's grace was upon him. Oh, I love this story. And these illustrations were so beautiful. I love all the details. I love the gold. That's my favorite part. But it's the words from the Bible that really, truly, obviously capture what the story is all about. So glad we got to read this story together. Maybe you'll reread it in your Bible today, too. Wait, did you hear that? Is that who I think it is? Oh, it's Cowboy Steve! Oh, Cowboy Steve. I love that guy. Cowboy Steve! Hi!
Hello, Miss Louise. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Any packages?
I don't have any packages, but I have a special delivery.
A special delivery? What is it?
Merry Christmas!
Oh, thanks, Cowboy Steve. Well, I'm so glad you could be here. We've been celebrating together, even though we're apart. And my friends and I have been talking about all the different ways to tell the story of Christmas. We've read a poem, sung a song, we've gone and looked at artwork. Some of us have even dressed up. It's been a great whole lot of fun, Cowboy Steve. How do you like to celebrate Christmas?
Well, Miss Louise, I brought my guitar. I like to sing.
Oh my goodness, I love to sing too, Cowboy Steve. And you know what? You're just in time.
Am I?
My friend Mr. Isaiah is here. We're out back by the fire singing. You want to come with us?
Let's go!
All right. Hey, Cowboy Steve, what's your favorite song?
Well, Miss Louise, my favorite song is Joy to the World. It is about the joy in my heart for Jesus being born. And we can sing it really loud as we did in our family. Do you know that song?
I do.
I like, can we sing it?
Let's sing it.
All right, here we go.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. Joy to the world, the Savior reigns. Let men their songs employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills, and plains repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy, repeat, repeat the sounding joy. Rules the world with truth and grace, and makes the nations prove the glories of his righteousness, and wonders of his love, 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 and wonders of his love.
Oh, I'm so glad we could be together to sing today. Mr. Isaiah, what's your favorite song? Which one would you like to sing?
One of my favorite songs to sing is Away in the Manger. It's just a beautiful and amazing story that just shows the fulfillment of prophecy with Jesus' birth. But more than that, the big idea is that God is with us. It's not just an idea. He's not just sort of floating. He showed up and is presently with us. And the whole idea at the end of the song that we too will be able to join him and be with him in heaven, to me that just wraps up the whole Christmas season, is what this was all about, reuniting with our Father. So Away in the Manger. Can you sing that, Cowboy Steve? Is that something we can do?
Away in a manger, no crib for a bed, the little Lord Jesus laid down his sweet head. The stars in the sky looked down where he lay. The little Lord Jesus asleep in the hay. The cattle are lowing, the baby awakes. The little Lord Jesus no crying he makes. I love thee, Lord Jesus, look down from the sky, and stay by my cradle till morning is nigh. Be near me, Lord Jesus, I ask thee to stay. Close by me forever and love me, I pray. Bless all the dear children in thy tender care, and take us to heaven to live with thee there.
Oh, I love singing these songs. I love remembering how Jesus came to be born, and then all the joy that comes with celebrating his birth. And as I think about celebrating his birth, you know what it makes me think of? Cake. Birthday cake. Hey, let's sing happy birthday to Jesus. and have some cake, because in our family, that's one way we love to celebrate Christmas. And we love to celebrate by singing happy birthday. Let's do it.
We sure can.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jesus. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, you guys, what a great day of celebration. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for singing. Thanks for looking at artwork and reading stories and singing songs. I mean, what fun was that? But we need to keep the celebration going, I think. And what better way to celebrate than eating cake? Anybody up for cake?
Yeah.
All right, let's
I'm
go
up for
eat some cake. Hey friends, thank you so much for celebrating with us together today. Wasn't it fun with Miss Abigail and Miss Carolyn, Mr. Isaiah and Cowboy Steve? I love being with you. I'm sad we couldn't be together, but at least we could be together apart. So enjoy your celebrations. Enjoy remembering that Jesus came to be with us. It's extraordinary news. And it's something worth celebrating. So, throughout your day as you celebrate, and tomorrow and the days to come, always remember this. God knows you. He's crazy about you, and He goes with you everywhere. Merry Christmas. Let's eat some cake.